understanding the meaning of slope. We already know how to do the slope formula. We know how to set up problems such as this one here from the table and to convert it into this slope formula and find out what our slope is. But now we need to understand in a real life situation such as number 2, what do number of text messages mean for our total cost and how the slope can represent that. So let's do an example. We're still using our slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, okay? And we're going to set it up in this manner. So this is our x, this is our y, and 500 minus 1500, okay? We get a negative 50 over a negative 1000, and that equals positive 5 over 100. So this is our slope right here. We could simplify more. It's fine if you stop there. But let's go one more. So 1 over 20. So let's see, our slope is 1 over 20, and the meaning of this slope, what does this mean in the real life? Well, let's see, our y value, which is on the top, is the total cost. So we know that this is money, and we know that the bottom part is text messages. So for every 20 texts, it costs $1. Continue doing this for all the problems on this page, and for number 5, you're making up your own real-life situation. So think of a time that you've bought shirts, think about how much it could have cost you, and make your own table. Let's take a look at number 6. So again, we're still doing the same thing. We're looking at slope and the relationship and what it really means in real life. The graph at right shows the relationship between the weight of cheese in pounds and its cost. So letter A, use the graph to determine the cost of 4 pounds of cheese. So I would simply go to the graph, read it carefully. The x-axis is saying weight of cheese. This says cost per dollar. So I would go to 4 pounds, I would go all the way up, and then I would see that it cost $8. Okay, and what does the point 2, 4 represent? So I would go to 1, 2, and then up 4, and let's see if this pen will allow me to do that. Two, 4, right there. There we go. What does that point represent? Well, I will look at the bottom and see that 2 pounds, and it's telling me the $4. So I would say that the point represents the cost of 2 pounds of cheese. Whoops. Which is $4. That's better. What is the slope of the line? Letter C. So to figure that out, I would need at least 2 points to be able to make my slope. So I need to look for 2 points on the graph that precisely cover or cross at an exact point. So I'm going to use those 2 points because they cross right at a perfect intersection. That is point 1, 2, and that is point 2, 4. Okay, and then I'm just going to use what we've learned before with the graph, which is rise over run. So how much space up and down is there between those 2 points? Well, that's a rise of 2. And the run across is only 1. So the slope of the line, 2. What does the slope mean in this situation? Well, I like how this is written. Rise over 1, 2 over 1. We're able to see that for every 2 pounds, rise is up and down. For every $2, let's fix that. For every $2, we get 1 pound. So let's write that. For every $2, you get 1 pound of cheese. Does this scenario represent a proportional relationship? Well, you guys learned about proportional relationships in 7th grade. Basically, it means it passes through the origin. Yes, passes through origin. Okay. And that's all. You guys try number 7 and number 8 on your own. Actually, I'll help you guys with number 8. Let's see. Let's do a few of number 8. John is spending money from his savings account. Notice this data is different. It's discrete. So we're finding the slope. We can still do rise over run. So I'm going to give you a hint on this one. I'm not going to do it for you. Rise over run. So this is my rise up and down. This is my run. And you can calculate your slope that way. What is the meaning of the slope? The meaning comes from looking at what the x-axis represents and what the y-axis represents. So that says the account balance. How many weeks until John's account is empty? Well, you're going to predict that.